This video is an overview of our Kibo Robotics curriculum about community helpers. This curriculum was taught to first grade students at the Jewish Community Day School. Our curriculum centered around the problem that one of the outside walls of the school had been knocked down by a cyclone. We challenged students to tell a story using Kibo Robotics about how community members would help rebuild the school's wall. This curriculum had three main learning objectives. The first was for students to understand how sequencing applies to both programming and storytelling. The second was for students to understand how to use Kibo Robotics to perform desired actions. And the third was for students to demonstrate knowledge of who community helpers are and what jobs they do. Our curriculum began with a brief overview of how the Kibo robot works. We played a game called Kibo Simon Says, where students watched a Kibo run a program and then tried to construct their own program that would make the Kibo do the same thing. Our last Kibo Simon Says activity was creating a program that would make the Kibo robot act like a cyclone and knock down one wall of the school. After the wall was knocked over, we spent time brainstorming some community helpers that might come to the rescue in this situation. Students were paired in groups of two, and two of the groups chose to make their Kibo a construction worker, and one of the groups chose to make their Kibo the EMTs. The EMT group constructed a Kibo ambulance, complete with flashing lights and sirens. At first, they used a lot of light and beep blocks to create their program. However, after learning about loops, they were able to write an even longer program with less blocks. The construction worker groups made their Kibos drive back and forth to represent hammering the bricks back into place in the wall. Their Kibos also had lights to help the construction workers see and represent when the construction workers had ideas about how to fix the wall. The curriculum culminated in a presentation of the story to the rest of the class.
The cyclone and knock down the wall? Yeah, ready? Okay, here come the community helpers. Saving the people, because what kind of community helper is it? Okay, alright, now with Molly's group and Alma's group, what are your Kibos doing?
We're fixing the wall.
You're fixing the wall? What kind of actions is your Kibo doing?
It's like shaking to build it.
Uh-huh. And is it hammering?
Yeah, by going up and down.
And what about the lights? What are the lights for?
It's so it can see better.
So, see better, what are your lights for?
Our lights are for ideas. When they shine, go big.
And then it got fixed.
Got fixed.
Yay, good job, guys.